Materials is a subset of CMF. It's a term that we use in industrial design that stands for colors, materials, and finish. There may be a million different reasons why we choose the materials that we put into our products. It may be for emotional quality, it may be for physical quality, or other reasons. Now we see sustainable conversations happening all the time when it comes to products. One of the concepts we've been talking about for many, many years is reduce, reuse, and recycle. And what's really important about this is 100 years ago, people didn't buy a whole lot of products. We weren't a throwaway culture. We didn't have as much money. It took longer times and much more of a commitment to produce a product, so you own fewer products. So part of this is really interesting because when you're reducing it, you're doing less environmental damage, potentially, but you're also owning things that you made more conscious decisions about. You're really diving in deep. This has an emotional connection to whatever you're buying because you're going to keep it for a long time. Reuse is more about reusing things that you can repair, reusing things that maybe you're sharing with friends, rather than everybody buying something. It's a sharing economy now. And then recycling, we all know what that is. And recycling is about, can I make conscious decisions when I'm buying these products that if I do have to throw them away, do I throw them away appropriately? Can they have a life beyond my use without damaging the planet as a whole?
When people think about sustainability, they think about recycling first. Well, recycling actually comes after reducing and reusing. And I think it's because recycling has enormous PR, and we don't have a culture of reusing things until they die and then, repairing them and all that. So we have to change the culture of consumption. But at the same time, there's a conundrum because as designers, we're responsible for designing things for companies to be profitable. And companies need to sell a lot of products, right? And all of these products that they make eventually go to the landfill, whether they're sustainable or not, right? So how do we create a balance between keeping companies profitable by manufacturing products and also be responsible for the long term of consumption for the planet?
I think sustainability is, from my perspective, our perspective as designers, is designing desire into the product. So if you design desire into the product, people are less likely to throw it away. They want to keep it longer. And part of this desire is through materials. Personally, I have a GE fan, General Electric fan from the 1930s. And it's still cool. It was designed really well. The materials, it's like aluminum based. It has a motor in it that you put a drop of oil on it every few years, and it works absolutely flawless to this day. And honestly, I'll probably hand it down to my grandchildren.
These objects are probably the most sustainable way of consuming. Our culture of consumerism needs to come back to the essentials. Asking yourself, what do I need? Do I need it now, or can I wait for something else? We get to choose materials, so we put them in front of as many eyeballs as possible. If we find something that's interesting or better for the environment or lasts longer, we want to tell that story.